Certainly just before the pandemic, the West Midlands was the fastest growing region in the country. The pandemic had really affected the West Midlands. In fact, I think the West Midlands was the worst affected region. Community is something that's really important to Birmingham and the West Midlands, partly because people from 190 different nations have made this their home. Something which we did really early was we'd started to work with our local third sector, started to vet them to say, join us on our United by Community Partner Fund. Our suppliers said to us that list was gold when it came to starting to put together our own social value response to the procurement question.
At the beginning of the tender process, Birmingham 2022 OC set out their social value charter front and centre. Our response to that was worth 10% of the overall value of the tender scoring, so it's clearly a significant area to address and to get right.
No big events have done this before. Every major event like this leaves behind an imprint of economic or social or environmental impact. It's really important to make a conscious choice that the people we choose as our suppliers, the people we choose as our sponsors to take this event on, they step up with us to think about how the locals can benefit from a games like this. Birmingham 2022 Commonwealth Games, we're a really good case study for other cities that have got ambitions to have a really diverse and really cohesive set of communities working together.
Corporate social responsibility for me is all about context. We need to be aware of the social context and the environmental context that we live and work in and that we deliver projects in. The OC made it very clear that social value, which obviously includes both social sustainability and environmental sustainability, were to be of a great importance throughout the procurement process and throughout the delivery. So the themes of the Social Value Charter that we have focused in on are local benefit, health and well-being, inclusivity and sustainability. So we have developed objectives and commitments across all of those four themes.
GL are a brilliant example. They have really embraced this idea of a social value network or a partnership that can be created, not just that initial partnership, but also going a lot further.
As a successful business, it should be a privilege for us, really. And it's also an opportunity, I think, to show our employees internally that it's a good thing to be involved in.
The Canal and River Trust is responsible for over 2,000 miles of canals and rivers here in England. We are responsible for the preservation from a historic and an environmental perspective. We're in the middle of a big, busy city, bustling. Everyone's busy. But you come down here and it makes such a difference. Being by water does change your perspective. It's sort of a calming influence. It's a different landscape.
It's our job as custodians of these wonderful assets to protect them, manage them, own them, and make sure that they're here for many, many years to come for future generations to use and enjoy.
All right, GL Events, welcome, and this is what we're going to be doing today. So,
working with the Canal and River Trust, we've had the opportunity to offer a number of different volunteering activities around the canals from February onwards until October this year. And we've done litter picking, weeding and planting, painting and graffiti removal, and all sorts of different things in all weathers, from the beginning of the year when it was really cold to really hot weather to wet weather. And it's been hard physical work.
So the ongoing relationship with GL Events is really essential to the work that we do here in the Trust. Having a group of enthusiastic people coming in on a day, knowing that they have a task, and being prepared to undertake that, and really supporting the work that we do. And it's always good work that's done.
To work together, to collaborate, is absolutely been phenomenal. GL Events have come and volunteered for us, helping us improve the environment, helping the communities around those areas. And what has been so great is to see the feedback that we started to see after a couple of days. It has really been an eye-opener.
I don't think I can think of a single individual across all of the business units that's come back from one of those days and not had a really good time and enjoyed the opportunity to get some physical exercise, to get some headspace, to meet and spend time with people that they wouldn't normally spend a day with.
There are a lot of people in our communities who can't get a job because they've never had a job, or because of barriers in their lives, or because just somehow nobody will give them that first break. We don't think that's fair. It's bad for the individuals, it's bad for society. A load of untapped potential remains untapped.
The Jericho Foundation has probably become our major partner, simply because it has the most social projects, the most, I think, diversity in terms of reach and opportunities for us to make a real contribution.
Jericho is about giving people the break they need to feel and be more employable. We're trying to give people a paid real job in a real life business, combined with a package of kind of holistic wraparound personal support and training. And then we're trying to help people move into sustainable employment elsewhere. And we're basically a stepping stone into a more fulfilling and economically independent life.
They run a number of different social projects which are sustainable financially. Each of them has a core focus and generates an income which is then ploughed back into the work that they do in the community with a range of different beneficiaries.
Our partnership with GL Events has been absolutely amazing. I think in many ways GL have been a model corporate partner for Jericho. They spent the time to get alongside us, to get to know us as a charity, to get to know what we needed.
The relationship that we've built with GL Events over the last few months has helped Jericho out a lot, and it will have a direct social impact, it will have a direct environmental impact. And it's great to see that there's a conscience behind all of this.
GL Events are paying the wages of some of the guys that are here at the moment, which is absolutely brilliant, really. Anything we can do to save expenditure helps us spend on the inputs we have with the apprentices and the Equiano people, so we can spend more time with them. You know when you've made a difference, and you know that you can be putting them on a path that's going to set them up for life. You can't wish for anything better, really.
The Commonwealth Games and our partnership with Dual Events has undoubtedly raised Jericho's profile in a way that, again, we just weren't anticipating. We've created partnerships that we wouldn't otherwise have created. It's as simple as that.
When we partner with commercial organisation, it kind of reinforces the belief that what we're doing is good and it's right and it's beneficial. Through support received from GL Events, it's a stamp of approval for us in many ways as well, that we're on the right track, we're doing the right kind of things, and other people can get behind that.
And the way they supported us really helped us scale up and improve our social impact.
I think where we've seen individuals progress as a result of something that we've been involved in, a training programme or an apprenticeship, and start to develop, and they've started to gain confidence and really grow as a person. And you've had just a tiny little part of that. That's been pretty special too. We have been able to touch the lives of people who probably wouldn't have engaged with the games otherwise. They probably wouldn't have come to watch a game. They probably wouldn't have thought that the games were for them necessarily. We've been able to bring people together in terms of a training programme or in terms of an apprenticeship programme, and also in volunteering opportunities. And I think those aspects of bringing people together in ways that are not normally associated with events, I'm really proud to have been involved in it.
We're on track, we think, to have delivered £200 million worth in additional social value. You know, you can have the small stories and the small successes, then you've actually got the economic case as well. It's so powerful.
Touching people's lives in that way through a social value programme is fundamental to how games should be delivered going forward. It's an extremely welcome inclusion into multi-sport events. The improvement in life should be long-lasting, not for 8 days of sport.
The beauty of it is really that when we depart at the end of the project, we're leaving behind trained people, greater experience, and a financial contribution to those economies.
The social value packages that we've put together has been a huge part of what we've done. I think it's something that we should always do on a major project and have that impact on the city. It also allows our teams to be involved and really getting stuck in. For me, that's really important to see the teams engaging in that.
I think social value is quite infectious once you start working on it, and other people start to see who you're working with and what you're doing, and they want to be involved as well, and it's really great to see that and to see the momentum and to end up being able to exceed the commitments that you'd originally put down. It's a really nice feeling.